Football's always doing up.
Welcome back to another episode Under the Lights. The gloves are on for tonight's midweek fixture. We're here to visit the Meadow Stadium, which is home to Chesham United. However, their lodgers, Aylesbury United, host Welwyn Garden City in the Southern League Division 1 Central. It's the Ducks versus the Citizens, so you know we're in for a cracking game. That's right, duck jokes. Aylesbury have been without a home for over 15 years, but they are still going strong. And they've set up the campaign, Bring the Ducks Home, with the hope of returning to Aylesbury in the near future. Oh, by the way, they celebrate their 125th anniversary in 2022 as the club was formed in 1897. Happy anniversary, Aylesbury. So what are the perks of renting Chesham's ground then? We've got a lovely brickwork main stand, a gantry where you can film all your games, a cosy home changing room, a club bar, and a capacity of 5,000 with 284 available seats. Quickfire facts. Did you know Sir Bobby Robson's England played Aylesbury in a friendly in preparation for the 1988 European Championship? The Ducks hosted at their Buckingham Road Stadium in front of 6,031 fans. England won the game 7-0. But are you surprised? Look at the amount of legends that played in this game. Let us know which ones you spotted in the comment section below. Quickfire facts. This may look like the back end of someone's conservatory, but it is not. It is the home dugout. This solid white design has plenty of depth and space with double glazed plastic windows. As for the seating, there are 3 benches in total with an extra 3 office chairs to the side of the dugout. Word of warning to our gaffers, do be careful when you step out into the technical area as there is a little bit of surface mud which makes it very slippy. Speaking of gaffers, we've got another manager cliche. This one was sent in from Jack, who said, if that was on target, that would have been a goal. Oh, I tell you what, Gal, if that was on target, that'd have been a goal. If you've got a favourite manager cliche, just pop it in the comment section below and we will perform it at another non-league ground. Welcome to Ref Cribs. Tonight's officials are Alan, Dylan and Kaifa. They've got their very own toilet with an accompanying shower. Let's hope it's warm, lads. The food of choice tonight is Haribo. I like the cherry ones. And on the pre-match playlist is drum and bass. That's Alan dubbing his boots. And I think that's our cue to leave.
Hi, Paul Batcher, first team coach Aylesbury United. We started off with a little bit of flexibility, mobility work across the pitch. Cold night tonight, so we just wanted to get the boys moving as much as possible. Then we allow the players to do their own little bits and pieces. Obviously being semi-professional, they've been at work today, so the need to stretch off is quite important. Then we've gone into a little bit of ball work, just individually, etc. Had a bit of mixed form lately, so we've just worked on a little bit of shape, when to press, when not to. And then obviously we're finishing now just with a little bit of individual work, as I said, just some finishing, passing, defending, etc.
Here is the club's crest. Let's start with the duck. In the 19th century, duck breeding was a major industry in Aylesbury, hence why the club are nicknamed the Ducks. 1897 is the year Night School, Printing Works and Aylesbury Town merged together to become Aylesbury United. The helmet is in reference to Aylesbury's status as a parliamentarian stronghold during the Civil War. The Latin motto underneath is Concorde Prosorum, which means forward in harmony. That's really difficult to say.
Ben Williams, manager of Aylesbury United.
Ben, 4 years in the job. What have you learnt over the years?
God, it's hard work. It gets harder. It gets harder. It's great fun. It's challenging at times, but it's a great hobby to have.
What's the hardest thing about being a non-league manager?
Managing the players, getting the players in, keeping them happy, keeping them at the club as well. Historically, recent times, Aylesbury United, we've gone with youth and got youth players in, and they play a certain style of play with us. But then, obviously they do well and they get picked up by the teams.
And what kind of manager are you?
Too laid back, I think. I'm too laid back. I've just learned to smile through it. At the moment, I'm a very frustrated manager because we're so close, but we're just not quite there. So we've taken it down a notch or two tonight. We're going to get back to just doing simple stuff and enjoying it and not putting too much pressure on.
And what's your style of play?
We like to play out. We like to play football whenever possible. Sometimes on the pitches we play on, it's not always possible. Generally, we've got a really good surface here at Cheshire United, nice big pitch, so it suits our style of play.
And if you could share the dugout with any manager, past or present, who would it be?
So Alex Ferguson, 100%. He's genius, and I support Man United all my life, but you know, watching Man United play now, every time I watch him play, I think he's even more of a genius because he wouldn't have had what's going on at the minute. So yeah, I'd love to just have 5 minutes chatting to him.
A nice glass of red?
Yes, very much.
We're kicking this week's pitch review off in the goal mouth because that is where most of the damage happens this time of year. And to be fair, this one's not too bad. There are a few lumps and bumps, but there is a bit of sand down to sort of help that situation out. As for the pitch, it is glistening, but that is because it is absolutely freezing. As the gaffer said, the pitch is nice and wide, so hopefully they can implement their style of play that they have been practicing. But where does it go on our ratings board? I'm gonna give it playable. It's so cold that you can't feel your feet.
Okay, so I've gone for your standard cheeseburger. I've topped it off with onions and burger sauce. Set me back £4. Add a tea in there, that's cost me a £5. Now let's find out how it tastes. Caramelised. Oh, smooth. Fulfilling.
Ezra Antonio Ford, striker. Bally everywhere.
Liam Gravel, 17, centre midfielder.
Sangoya, fullback.
This is Aylesbury United's two-touch challenge. I'm like, that was free. You got another one. Might as well. Aylesbury here for this.
Aylesbury United's two-touch challenge.
Do that again.
Always the winner.
No, do that. There was no energy. Hold on, there was no energy.